Welcome to the Whitworth Pirate Podcast. Every show will feature pirate student athletes telling us about their lives as students, athletes, and people. Now, here is your host, Bud Nameck.
And welcome to the Pirate Podcast. Over the next hour or so, we're going to be talking pirate women's tennis, lacrosse, and baseball. Bud Nameck joined now by Gracie Smiley Jr. from Whitefish, Montana. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. You guys are doing well. You having fun?
Yes, I'm having so much fun. It's fun every year.
Is it supposed to be fun, though?
You know, not all the time, but you learn. You're either having fun or you're learning. So we're doing a little bit of both. So
I think it's easier to learn when you're having fun, though, too.
Right. Yeah, it all comes together.
Yeah, you guys have been on a bit of a roll lately.
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh, yes. I'm so proud of our team. It's been amazing.
What sparked that?
You know, I think just the bonding of our team did. And we really all made the same goals together and are just really pushing each other and just competing the best we can for each other and ourselves. So it's been really fun.
That's great when that bonding happens,
Oh,
that
yes.
you kind of can feed off of each other.
Mm-hmm, definitely. We've had 5 new members on the team, so we figured our way out. And, yeah, now we're just getting into the groove of things. And, yeah, it's working out.
What's that process like when you every year in college,
Yeah.
the team turns over a little bit?
Right, yeah, it's been different every year for me, but it's so fun because you learn new things about yourself and the people on the team. So it always starts out a little rough because you're just meeting everybody starting out and you're figuring out what everybody's about. And then once it clicks, and it's just the best.
So when I think of Whitefish, Montana, I think skiing, I think lakes, I think
yes.
outdoors. Tennis doesn't jump to the front of mind. How'd that come about?
You know, yeah, you're right about that. There's not that much tennis in Montana in general, but I grew up in a family of sports. My mom played in college, and my dad played just for fun. So, yeah, it was just ingrained into our family, so it's always just been around for us.
I think tennis is one of those great sports because it can be a lifelong sport.
Oh, yes, yeah. That's another reason why I love it, because it's like riding a bike. You just pick it up whenever you like.
So why Whitworth?
There's a lot of reasons. It's close to home, but not too close. And I love cities, so it's a little bit of both. And there's mountains and nature. And the campus is so beautiful, and the people were always just so welcoming and kind. So that really grabbed me. And obviously the tennis program. Oh, my gosh, I'm so blessed that I got to meet the coach and the team. And they were always just so nice. Even though it's different people every year, it's just consistent.
There's obviously something your teammates and coaches seeing you because you're captain for a second year. That doesn't happen all the time.
Oh, yeah. No, it's been so amazing. I've been so blessed to have that opportunity, and I've just learned so much in that position, so it's been great.
Kind of just the success on the court turned things around. Puget Sound had kind of had your number, but you guys have turned that around on them.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh, yeah. Yeah, I think we're just hungry. Like, we just want to compete and do well for each other. So, yeah, we really did turn it around.
You get a road trip this weekend, Willamette and
boy.
Pacific. What do you know about them?
Yeah. You know, I think it'll be very interesting this weekend. I think Willamette, that'll be good for us. I think that'll be still, we got to come with our best game. And Pacific, same thing. I think sometimes we're viewed as the underdog, but, you know, I think we just show our heart and our support for each other. And like this weekend, the outcome can be so different, so we'll see.
And the weather's starting to turn, maybe get outdoors this weekend?
We'll see. I would love that, but yeah, if not this weekend, probably very soon. So
You've been able to practice outdoors here in Spokane yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, the courts are a little wet from the rain and snow, but the nets are up, so it'll be soon.
It's 60 degrees this weekend,
so
maybe
maybe
turn
I'm
things
wrong.
around a little
Yeah.
bit. What's the difference from a mental preparation standpoint when you play indoors versus outdoors, if there is a difference?
No, it's very different. I think just dealing with the elements outside, wind, sun, even rain sometimes, rain delays, it can just totally shift how you play. Definitely the sun is a huge one, especially for overheads or serving. You just really have to focus on the ball even more than you do inside. So I like both, but yeah, outside is a different game than inside for sure.
Take us through a team match when you play singles and doubles. How much separation is there? Do you have a little time to kind of change your mental outlook from singles to doubles or vice versa?
Yeah.
Or does it sometimes have to happen instantaneously?
You know, I think it's kind of, we play doubles first and it goes by pretty quickly, but then we have about 5 to 10 minutes, but I honestly like to keep it going because I just like staying in the mindset of competing besides distracting myself with something else and then going into singles. But yeah, honestly, singles is so much different than doubles. So it's definitely a different mental preparation. But yeah, we don't have too much time in between. But yeah.
Okay. So I understand you're in charge of playlist during practice. So what music's going through your head when you're playing or practicing?
When I'm playing, Rachel and I have schemed a plan for me to think of a song so I'm not overthinking, and obviously it has to be Beyonce.
It has to be Beyonce.
Yeah, for myself, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I play.
Is that a lifelong problem you've had, or is it?
Beyonce's always been around in my life, so she just calms me down and brings me confidence for competing, so.
And she's running for president too, right? So
I
you're going to
hope
vote for her and everything?
Yeah.
It's all good?
Yes, that would be great.
Okay. So until I got the email from your coach, I'd never heard of Bluey.
Oh my gosh.
Tell me about Bluey.
I heard about Bluey during COVID, and it's just a wholesome little kids show, but I had a lot of free time on my hands, and I watched it with my brother, and we just enjoyed it. And Rachel's kids and I just bond over that, so we talk about it sometimes. But Rachel likes to say that I watch it all the time, and I don't think that's true, but I do love the show. It's very cute.
Okay, well, we're all kids at heart. There's nothing wrong with being a kid.
Just healing my inner child with that, yeah.
All right, so we're not playing tennis or watching Bluey or listening to Beyonce.
Yeah.
How's school going?
Pretty good. It gets pretty busy with season, especially when we have matches on Saturday and Sunday, when we're traveling in a van, or you're just wiped from 2-hour matches. It's kind of hard to get into homework mode, but yeah, I think our team has a good connection with each other to find time to do homework together, or just even if we don't, just taking the time even on trips to do homework and just settle in. But overall, it's been good. I've been on top of it. So.
You dialed in on a major and everything, what you want to do yet?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm a global sociology major, and right now I'm thinking of going into counseling. So.
Any particular type of counseling, or?
Mainly with kids, but
Okay.
I'm not sure which one yet. But
You might be able to use some of that Bluey background with the kids then a little bit.
Totally.
So for your team, we talked about the road trip this weekend and other things that lie ahead. How do you envision as you look at the rest of the season?
I envision a lot of energy and a lot of heart with every single match coming up. So I'm super excited. And I envision us learning so much too, just whether the outcome is good or bad. I think we've already grown so much. So I am super excited for the future.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.
All right. Gracie Smiley with us on the Pirate Podcast. Up next, we're going to talk baseball on the Pirate Podcast. Stay with us.
I met Anidas 10 years ago when he first came to Numerica. He didn't have bad credit, but he just had no credit to begin with. I took the time to really go over some options with him and figure out what steps he needed to take in order for him to build that positive credit to the point where, fast forward 10 years down the road, he's got his business account with Numerica, he's got his personal accounts with Numerica, he's looking to buy his second home also with Numerica. That was a sense of fulfillment for me in saying, hey, I helped him get through these steps.
And welcome back to the Pirate Podcast, and welcome now to the Deer Park section of the Pirate Podcast, because our next two Pirate student athletes are Deer Park Stags. Hunter Dryden, baseball pitcher and infielder, is with us. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
But I'm done, because when I knew you were going to be a guest, I figured I'm going to come up with enough questions that will match the number of earned runs you've given up this year so far. Since you haven't given up any earned runs, I have no more questions. What do you want to talk about?
Oh, no. I don't know that you're putting some pressure on me.
That's been pretty amazing. 4 starts, 23 innings pitched.
Thank you.
You ever had a stretch like that before?
No, I haven't, but it's been awesome. It's been a good run so far. Hopefully we can keep it going. I got to credit my defense behind me, though. They've been lights out all season. I can't hold teams to 0 runs without them behind me.
It's a team game, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But the thing you're doing is you're throwing strikes. 28 Ks, 3 walks so far? That's impressive if you're throwing the shadows.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Has location always been a big thing for you?
Yeah, I like since I've been little, I've always wanted to throw hard, and I mean, my dad told me, got to throw strikes. Doesn't matter if you throw hard and they're balls. So I've always kind of tried to focus, throwing strikes, and as I've gotten older and stronger, the speed has come.
You seen the velocity come along?
Yeah.
Just during your time here at Whitworth?
Oh yeah, it's consistently ticked up every year, but this year is probably the biggest jump I've seen. So that's been pretty cool to.
Well, it's been a big jump for your team this year. You guys
It
struggled
has
the past couple of years, and then an 11-0 start, and you finally lost the second game of a doubleheader to Eastern Oregon. But 11-1 is nothing to sneeze at.
Oh yeah, no, it's been amazing. Turned it around for sure.
How'd that happen?
We have some new guys, but really it's just I think the culture just kind of flipped. We the people who came back this year and the new guys, we all kind of had the same goal. We wanted to make a change. We wanted to see something different this year, and we've all just worked together to get that done. So, and it's been awesome.
I would say another good thing as a pitcher taking the mound, the way you guys are scoring runs.
Yeah.
And maybe this allows you to throw a little freer. You know that you're going to have some offense behind you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, it's been awesome. It's always nice to get up on the mound, with some insurance. You call it in baseball. Some insurance runs are always nice. You can throw it, and if somebody hits a home run, it's like, all right, who cares? Like, team's gonna score a few more runs for us. It's been great.
So obviously you're having fun when you're on the bump, but playing in the infield as well.
Oh yeah, I love it. I still love it. That's part of the game. That's gonna be. I'm gonna be sad to give that up. But I love infield. I think this might sound crazy, but if I were to teach something someday or be like a trainer, I think I'd want to be an infield trainer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a lot of little nuances.
Yeah.
Just like there are with pitching, but so things have gone well team-wise. Very big series this weekend on the road at
Absolutely.
Pacific. They were the defending champs, and it'll really give you an opportunity. Not that you haven't proven yourself already, but it's nice to kind of prove yourself against the best.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's a good opportunity. We're all looking forward to it. We want to take it to the Boxers. They're going to be a good competition, probably the best competition we've had so far. And some people think that we haven't proven anything yet, and really we haven't earned anything yet. We gotta keep going. We haven't won anything huge yet, so we gotta just keep going and go each opponent one at a time.
They're the defending champs. They were picked to win the league. You guys were picked last.
Yeah.
How much motivation is there in that?
Yeah. No, it's we're the underdogs, and we like it. We won some games early, and that's kind of put a little bit of a target on our back, but we got a target on their back. We're coming for them. We want to go beat them.
Talk about the difference, though, because in the past couple of years, it's been a struggle to win games.
Yeah.
This year, it's the norm, and that becomes a mindset.
Yeah, it does.
Do you think, are you guys in that mindset right now?
Yeah.
You going out expecting to win?
Yeah, I think that's the mindset into every weekend, and as much as we would want to say that last year, it's when you're losing a lot of games, it's hard to get into that winning mindset. And this year, everybody there is, the expectation is to win. It's not to win one game out of 3. It's not to win 2 games out of 3. The expectation is to win all 3, and it's fun. It's a fun atmosphere.
All the athletes at Whitworth right now are kind of on the tail end of going through interesting careers because of COVID and what we saw. And you've got the opportunity to take advantage of that because you've got another year of eligibility left.
I do. But
you're going to play your college baseball somewhere else. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so next year I'll be grad transferring to Gonzaga, staying in Spokane, which is awesome. Giving up hitting and infielding, but I'll go pitch for him next year, and I'm really excited about that. I'm looking forward to it.
Was that a relationship that existed? Did Mark Mactoff and his guys recruit you out of Deer Park at all?
A little bit, out of high school I talked with them, but out of high school I really wanted to be a two-way player. I really wanted to play infield, and not that kind of went away, but my focus was somewhere where I could play both, and luckily I had the opportunity to come here, and I've been able to do that for 4 years, and I absolutely love that I've been able to do it. It's what I love to do. I love to play both. I think it's kind of got like a sandlot feel to it. And yeah, like I said earlier, it's going to be hard to kind of put that behind. But, gotta move on and just go for pitching.
In order to make that transfer as a grad transfer, if I'm correct, you can only go to Gonzaga and enroll in a program that isn't here at Whitworth, correct?
I think, I'm not positive on that. I think it just has to be a graduate program, and I have to be a full-time graduate student.
And the program will be for you?
I'm going into accounting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's the plan.
All right. But maybe something else could throw a little wrench into that. The way you've been throwing now, there's some scouts that have been watching Pirate games a little bit. That could be an interesting decision if someone were to offer you some money to play baseball.
That's a dream. That's, I don't know how all that will go, but if something like that could happen, that would just be amazing. That's the child inside of me is just going crazy when I think about that type of stuff, because playing professional baseball, getting paid to play baseball is just like something that every kid dreams of, and I'd be just beyond blown away if that was able to happen.
What's the interaction like if there are scouts watching? Do they acknowledge that they're there to see you? Do they say, hey, how you doing? They talk to you? How's that? Take us through that process.
Yeah, so we one of Whitworth's old coaches, Dan Ramsey, he's a scout. So he's actually been my mentor before this season. So that's kind of how I've been learning the process. And how it works, they kind of get your info, basic info, and you kind of get put into like an MLB system. You answer some questionnaires, and then from there, other scouts can also get your contact info and see that information and that type of thing. I'm really, really early in the process, so I don't know too much about where it goes from here. But.
So if that were to come to fruition, and somebody decides to draft you in June, who would you want to be drafted by?
Oh, man. Oh, that's tough. It would be really cool. I'm a local guy. I think it'd be pretty awesome to play for the Mariners. But I can't. I'm not too picky about that.
No, I think you probably
anybody.
Wouldn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're not in class, working on an accounting major and not playing baseball, you like to work on cars a little bit?
I do. Yes, I love cars. Yeah, I kind of during COVID, I picked up flipping cars a little bit.
So you're doing the whole thing. You're not just doing engine work. You're refurbishing a whole car.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's engine work. Sometimes it's just needs cleaned up. Sometimes it just needs something little. But I kind of find something that I know I can fix and make better and sell for a profit and do that.
Okay, so if I put in a good word with the scouts, I could bring you my car and you detail it for me or something like that?
Absolutely. You got it.
Well, Hunter, good luck.
Thank you.
Fun weekend this weekend, and
Absolutely.
That'll be fun to watch the Pirates and the Boxers, and then the rest of the season. There's a lot in front of you.
There is. Yep, we're ready for it.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we will continue the Deer Park portion of the Pirate Podcast coming up next as we turn our attention to lacrosse.
I met Chris, it was actually through a phone call, and he was talking to me about his landscaping company, and he was looking to get some financing to buy a truck, a trailer, and some heavy equipment. What I like about Numerica is when it comes to decision making, it's right down the hall from my office. And we're able to meet his needs within a month. It feels great to see a business expand.
And we continue on the Pirate Podcast. We continue with the Deer Park section. Rebecca Irwin's a senior from Deer Park joining us. So something in the water in Deer Park, I guess, Hunter, and you.
I guess
and
so,
a couple
right?
others. And things have been pretty exciting for the Stags lately. They've been doing well. I know the girls' basketball team did really well. The boys' basketball team has. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, very true.
Did you have good success when you were in high school?
Well, we didn't have
lacrosse. Don't have lacrosse.
I played volleyball all 4 years, but maybe not so much success, but it was fun.
How'd you get into lacrosse?
I got into lacrosse because Mount Spokane needed more girls, so I kind of just decided to take a chance and take a new opportunity, and so that was kind of my first thing. And then the second thing that really got me into lacrosse was My friend in high school, Jackson Dean, who I'm now getting engaged to, I got engaged, getting married. I got screwed up in my head. I'm getting married to this summer.
And that's a big jump because he's playing in Boston?
Yeah, he plays for UMass Lowell.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And you're going to move to Boston?
Yes, it's this September. Yeah, he's still got a couple more years to play. So.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What are you going to do during that time?
I am going to go to grad school to be a teacher.
All right. What do you want to teach?
I want to teach biology.
Really?
High school.
So at high school level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What led you to that?
A lot of things, but I was pre-nursing to start the year, and then kind of just decided that clinical work wasn't really for me, and thought that I could be more suited as a teacher and be able to still help people, but more so students and future college students.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Tell me about just the way you've been a part of this program, the way it's grown from its infancy to now the success that you're having this year.
I mean, it's just incredible. I've never really seen anything like it. Like, I wasn't here for the very beginning, obviously, but I still came in and the team was struggling. And
yeah, when you first came in, there were still gals playing who had never played lacrosse. They were just good athletes, right?
We still have a couple of those, but for the most part, like, we all have experience or came in with experience. And so, I mean, it's just been so fun to be a part of, and I'm really proud of everybody.
That's got to be fun, though, just from a standpoint that lacrosse is an old sport, but it's a new sport for us.
Yeah, especially on the West Coast, for sure. Yeah.
And just to kind of help kind of bring it into fruition here, and you know, and what coach has done from nothing, the blank sheet of paper, and recruiting and getting it going, you know, as well as what you guys have done so far. It's been pretty good. Been pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, super fun.
What's ahead for this team? How much more can you grow?
I mean, we're just getting started. I think that, like, we've already done more than what I thought that I was going to be a part of. Like, when I first came, I was like, oh, like, this is going to be hard. And then it just was exponential growth from there. Like, we really took off. And, like, I see this team, like, especially, like, we're Team 6, so we're at the 6th year. Like, considering that we started only 6 years ago, I mean, we've really taken off.
But you've decided you're going to graduate early.
Yeah, I'm graduating
so
early.
you're giving up 1 year of eligibility?
Yeah.
Was that a hard decision to make?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, I kind of ran out of things to study here, and so financially, not really a hard decision.
Understand that. Yeah.
But I don't know. There's definitely, like, a lot of programs on the East Coast that I've kind of kept an eye out on for, and, like, it's obviously kind of late to start looking, but I mean, I might shoot some emails.
So you still might have a chance to play somewhere back east as a grad transfer then. Okay.
Potentially.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely look into it, or at least try.
Okay. So you've got 12 goals, 8 assists this year. What's more fun, scoring a goal? Making an assist?
Assists, 100%.
Why?
I like to see the success of my teammates. Yeah, and it's just more, I don't know, it's like when you get an assist, that means you created a play, and feeding the ball is just so much more satisfying than scoring a goal, in my opinion.
How physical does a lacrosse match get?
Very physical. I mean, if I wasn't in long sleeves, I could prove that to you. But for girls, it's obviously not as physical than for men's, but it's still, like, very high contact, and it's just unlike any sport, in my opinion.
So the guys are more physical, but we've seen that evolve in, like, college basketball, because women's college basketball is getting to be almost as physical as men's college basketball.
True.
Do you think that happens in lacrosse down the road?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I could see it, definitely. Well, I could see it going both ways, because in a way they've kind of evolved the rules to make it less physical and penalizes you more for higher contact. So I could honestly see it go both ways, depending on how they want to evolve the game.
Okay. So you grew up in Deer Park, right?
Correct, yeah.
And now you're going to move to Boston.
Yeah.
Is that a little intimidating for a small town girl?
100%. It's very intimidating, but it's also just a new opportunity, and I wouldn't have had another reason to go over to Boston, and so I might as well take it. It's probably going to be pretty temporary, because he's out here too. He grew up in Deer Park, and so I could see us venturing out back to Spokane area, or
maybe we
Might like it back there.
maybe
You
we
never
like
know.
it.
Yeah.
Maybe we like it. And so, yeah. But I mean, yeah, it's exciting and nerve-wracking and all the things, but it's still exciting.
Got a lot ahead of you.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I wish you the best of luck
Thank
the rest
you.
of the season and beyond.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Rebecca Irwin with us. We talked to Gracie Smiley earlier and Hunter Dryden as well. And that'll wrap things up for this month's edition of the Pirate Podcast. We'll be back with you again next month on WhitworthPirates.com.
I met Anidas 10 years ago when he first came to America. He didn't have bad credit, but he just had no credit to begin with. I took the time to really go over some options with him and figure out what steps he needed to take in order for him to build that positive credit to the point where, fast forward 10 years down the road, he's got his business account with Numerica, he's got his personal accounts with Numerica, and he's looking to buy his second home also with Numerica. That was a sense of fulfillment for me in saying, hey, I helped him get through these steps.